Hello, and this is my first video response on the lecture February 23rd for IEOR 190A. And so at the beginning of this lecture, the guest speaker had us do a very interesting exercise. We had to talk to our neighbor for 3 minutes and essentially talk to them about how personally we manage stress and stay sane. And so during this time, my partner had to stay completely silent, utterly silent. And it was really interesting how after the initial 30 seconds, um, essentially it became really awkward, the awkward silence after you said everything you needed to say, everything, that was first on your mind. And it really made me, at least, and I know my partner as well, dig deep and think and analyze different ways of how we stay sane in order to avoid the awkward silence. And this exercise collected a lot of interesting data. One person shared how they like to wake up an hour early and schedule their day. And what this made me think about personally is that how it would not work for me. In fact, stressed me out even more because I'm the type of person that it tends to overthink, and that's what drives most of my stress. So if I do schedule my day completely when I wake up, I'm going to get really nervous and anxious and feel obliged to finish everything that I schedule. So this would actually cause a lot more stress for me. For me personally, what I like to do is I like to work out and meditate and practice going with the flow to clear my mind. And after this exercise, we did a second exercise, which was absolutely remarkable, extremely interesting, and I really, really loved it. So what it was is the guest speaker asked us to essentially brainstorm the worst possible ways we can think of to manage stress, ideas. And so people came up with some crazy, amazing, innovative, very creative ways to do this. And the purpose of this exercise was to illustrate how creativity is in fact capped by pressure. Innovation is capped by pressure. And so for instance, in this initial exercise, when there was no pressure and people were thinking of bad ideas, everyone had creative and really innovative ideas. And now after this, to illustrate the point, she had us think of good ideas, and the creativity got capped by a lot. There was not the same level of uniqueness to the ideas. And after this, what she told us to do was to now take an element of the initial bad idea and try to turn it good, which was absolutely interesting. One person said that what would be a terrible way to manage stress would be to have an app that would email people randomly bad things. And to turn this good, I thought of have an app that would email one, appreciation message a day to a coworker or to a client, which would make them feel better and help them manage stress. So this exercise really illustrated how stress and pressure limit innovation, and I really want to apply this to my life and not force creativity and not force innovation. See a demand and then fill it with your idea. And this is my first video blog.